not only the Nicholls family, but the Mannings as well. And I want to thank them for helping host this. We've got a very exciting announcement to make, not only about the investment here at Nicholls, but the future of the Manning Passing Academy. First of all, it's great. The Manning Passing Academy are celebrating their 18th year. Last 8 camps have taken place right here at Nicholls State University. I don't think it's any secret that in Louisiana we love our football, we love our sports, and we certainly love the Manning family. This camp hosts around 1,200 kids from all over the country. Kids coming here this weekend are going to be learning quarterback mechanics, other offensive position skills from the greatest passers to ever play the game. They're going to learn skills from 80 or so talented assistants and coaches here at the passing camp. And I want to just say, I just want to stop. We're going to make an announcement about the investment in the fields. I do want to make just a couple of comments about the kids that come here to learn. It is such a great thing for these kids. Not every child's going to grow up and become a star football player, but I think it's so important that our kids get involved in sports. I brought my little son, my little boy here today. He is so excited to meet some of his heroes. And our children, we got three young children at home. They play every sport. They play football, they play basketball, they swim, they play soccer. One of the boys does karate. They do. I think my wife goes, I spend more time watching them play sports than anything else. And the great thing about sports is it teaches our kids about discipline. It teaches them to be healthy. It teaches them about being part of a team. It teaches them how to cope with wins and losses. And those are great, important life lessons. It teaches them how to deal with adversity as well as success. So I'm so proud of all the kids that are coming to be a part of this academy. Whether they go on to play football in high school, in college, or beyond, I think it is great the life lessons they're learning by being here. Now, these kids will leave with skills and memories that will last them a lifetime. They'll allow them to grow both on the field and off the field. I want to specifically commend the Manning family, how committed they are to these kids and to this camp. Now, Archie, Cooper, Peyton, Eli, they are the first family of football when it comes to Louisiana. Everybody knows they're the first to arrive at the camp. They're the last to leave. They're dedicated to these kids. They work hard so that every child, every kid that comes here has a great experience. There are so many things I can say about the Mannings. They have literally broken almost every record there is to be set in college football and in professional football. But I want to just comment as a governor of this great state. I want to comment about something that we don't talk about enough. I'm so proud of the Mannings, not only because of their success on the field, I'm proud of their success off the field as well. I brought my little boy here because he does look up to these sports heroes as a role model. And what I'm so proud of about the Manning family is they consistently give back to their communities. They've been great citizens for Louisiana. They've been instrumental parts of the rebuilding after Katrina. And what is so great about them is not only are they successful on the field, but off the field, they're the kinds of role models we can be proud of as parents. As parents, we can point to the Manning family and say, to our children, to our sons and daughters, those are the kinds of role models, those are the kinds of people we want you to emulate as you grow up. I personally grew up, born and raised in Baton Rouge. I grew up watching Archie play for the New Orleans Saints. My brother and I many times practiced in our family's living room. We had more desire than talent to play football, but we were huge fans of Archie Manning. Grew up as just lifelong Saints fans. And my boy nowadays, they've got fantasy football, which is something we didn't really have growing up, and they've got statistics and computers. He was actually commissioner of his little football league last year, and he was telling me, I just want to specifically thank, even though we grew up watching Archie play for the Saints, and we are lifelong dedicated Saints fans, Eli was on his fantasy football team, and thanks to Eli, he finished in the top 5. Now, he was the commissioner. That just shows you how fair he was. Actually, I was thinking, as commissioner, he could have done a little better than top 5. But they have, my kids, I tell them, looking at the Mannings, they are great role models on the field as well as off the field. And we're about to make an investment in these fields, but I just want to take this moment to say thank you to the Manning family for what they have done for Louisiana, what they continue to do for Louisiana. They don't have to spend their summers here. They don't have to rearrange their schedules to be here. They choose to do that. Let's give them a round of applause for all they do for us. Well, let me get to the announcement. We're here today to announce we're investing $1.2 million in state funding to improve the fields here at Nicholls State University. There are 25 playing fields that the Academy uses on the campus. This project will provide the fields with new drainage systems. It'll improve their quality. It'll make them safer for kids. It'll cover drainage improvements, a leveling system, an irrigation pump, and a siphon for 25 fields. It'll also include underground markings, electrical work, and sod and seating. This is 20 acres of field. It includes 50,000 feet of pipe, 2,000 cubic yards of sand. It'll take about 8 weeks to complete this project. The next step, we put the money in HB2, which is our capital outlay budget. It was approved by the legislature. It'll go to the bond commission in the next several weeks. After they approve it, they can begin construction. They've already done the planning work. So these improvements will be done in time for the next summer, for the next season, next time this academy comes back. This investment is good for the academy. It's also good for Nicholls. And I want to thank the folks at the South Louisiana Economic Council. You know, I talked about all the great things the Passing Academy does for our kids. It also has a great economic impact, $1.8 million impact here in the community. And so this is a great investment for Nicholls. And by improving these fields, this allows the academy to continue to come here for many years to come. And so as I close, I want to thank some folks that helped to make this possible. You're going to hear next from Senator Norby Schaber. He and Archie and I met several months ago to sit down and talk about this. And Archie was enthusiastic about the success of the Passing Academy here, and just mentioned the fact that, you know, it's just wanted a safer environment for the kids. And this is really about making sure that get the water off the fields and the kids can go out there and play. We are in South Louisiana. We get summer rainstorms down here, so it'd be nice to have a working drainage system, but it also benefits the university. It's going to benefit those students as well. I want to thank Lennar as well, the representative from this area, and the other officials that work together to make this possible. You know, every year we've got a limited number of state capital outlay dollars, but Norby, Lennar, and the rest of the delegation worked hard to make this investment possible. So with that, I'm going to ask Senator Schaber to come up and talk about the importance of this investment, and then you'll hear, I think, the person you're actually waiting to hear from, which is Archie Manning, and come and talk a little bit about the academy and why these fields are so important. But again, I want to thank the Manning family. I want to thank the folks here at Nicholls State University, and I want to thank the delegation for working with us to make this $1.2 million investment possible, for allowing us to improve these fields, and again, to hopefully continue to host this academy for several years to come right here in Thibodaux, right here at Nicholls State University. Please welcome Senator Norby Schaber.
Thank y'all. It certainly is a pleasure to be here. I'm an alumni of Nicholls State, and I realize how important the Manning Passing Academy is to this university and this region. Nicholls is not only my alma mater, but it's also in my senatorial district. When I was an undergrad here, we had Saints training camp. We didn't have the Manning Passing Academy at that time, and we lost it, unfortunately. It was the second time this university, as Archie knows, had Saints training camp, and we lost it. And it was because we did not do what needed to be done to keep an economic engine like that in this area. And I was committed once I got elected to make sure that we did everything that we could from a state to ensure that, I mean, I don't have to tell you guys. The governor said it, this is the first family of football. They could be holding these camps anywhere in the country. And we need to do what we need to do as a state to make sure that Louisiana's first football family keeps having their camp in Louisiana, and we certainly need to do what we need to do at Nicholls State University to make sure that they keep it here. So I want to thank the Mannings for their commitment to this region. It's certainly a tremendous economic impact for our region and certainly for this university. And personally, guys, thank y'all for staying. And I would be remiss if I didn't say this really quickly. You know, Archie, you didn't spend your entire career with the Saints, right? No. Yeah, that's right. Peyton, you just recently transferred to another team, right? I don't know if y'all noticed Sean's number in the black and gold. We love Drew Brees, but things happen as they know. So Eli.
The commissioner right there.
Number.
The commissioner.
Just on behalf of my family and actually our staff and everybody associated Manning Passing Academy, our thanks to the governor and the senator and just everyone involved with this. As I said earlier, we've enjoyed our experience in this area. Certainly the great folks at Nicholls State, how nice they've been to us. And you know, we came here right after the Saints had left. And a big part of it, we ran out of space in Hammond, Louisiana. We just ran out of grass for the kids, and our camp was growing. And this big field back here is really one of the things, beside all the hospitality and so forth, that attracted us here. But last year we had one of those years, Governor. And I don't know, these kids come from all over the country to participate in this camp. It's just not right to have them in the parking lot doing their passing drills. So this will ensure us where we can get them on on grass, and we can practice when it's wet, or we can practice when it's raining, but those fields are really soaked. We get them off when it's lightning, but otherwise we can go. So this is, we're the beneficiary of this, as well as Nicholls and other people, and probably everybody in the Thibodaux area. And so we're grateful, and we look forward to being here for many years. Thank you very much.